My name is Kavita and I have a vision. Today I'm going to take my students through an easy route of understanding their subjects and lessons through a combination of methodology as well as life skill. I have a mentor and a guide. Meet her, she's always by my side. Oh, she's invisible right now. Very Vidya, please make yourself visible.
Hi, my name is Vidya, very Vidya, and I'm here to guide and help the teachers. I have some special powers. I can become invisible, and I can also make myself inaudible to others. And when I want to, I can snap and freeze time. And then no one will move except the teacher and I. Only she can see and hear me. And together we'll go on a magical journey.
Vidya, I think it's time for the students to come in.
All right, let's go.
Teaching and learning is discovery and fun.
Methodologies and life skills, perfect combination. Methodology is like water, we give it the color. And life skills make us live our life better. Whatever subject that you study, English or history or biology,
There's a teaching tool that you mustn't oversee, the use of methodology.
speaking or writing or appreciation, demos, listening or observation, games and charts, tables and discussions, thoughts and ideas all full of innovation.
Life skills are very important things.
Know them well and joys they will bring.
Coping with stress, critical thinking.
Dealing with emotions, creative thinking.
Teaching and learning is discovery and fun. Methodologies and life skills, perfect combination. Methodology is like water, we give it the color. And life skills make us live our life better.
You know, Vidya, there is a strong vibe between us.
Thank you.
A very strong connection has happened.
Thank you again.
Some chemistry.
Enough, I can't keep thanking you.
In fact, the first lesson we are doing is chemistry.
Oh, I see.
I have to teach the periodic table.
That's really important.
Important but dry.
Why? I think one thing that comes out of the table is effective communication. You can just look at the table and it communicates so much.
Okay, we'll talk about it later because I have to start off now.
All right?
Good morning. Okay, before we start, let's play a game today. I want all of you to sit according to your age. The youngest one sits here on the left side and all of you adjust yourself in horizontal rows. Okay, now that you're arranged according to your age, I want two of you to come and draw out this arrangement. Now tell me, would this table help us in some way?
Yes, for someone who would want to know the different ages in the class. This would really help.
Absolutely. Now students, what would you call this table made by these two students?
Junior MF Hussain 1 and 2.
It is a table which communicates.
Communicates well.
Effective communication.
Yes, and it is a life skill. If I do not communicate well with you, how would you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, communication is a very important thing.
And this table is a good communicator. Now what if someone wanted to know your body weights?
Well, we could rearrange ourselves according to weight.
Exactly, that would be another table. What we are talking about in the chemistry class today is the periodic table. Mendeleev based his periodic table on atomic masses and the modern periodic table is based on atomic numbers. So come on, let's play a game. Yay! I will say the atomic number and you will tell me quickly the name of the element. 12.
Magnesium.
47.
Silver.
What is the chemical name for silver?
Argenta.
Does that mean that everyone in Argentina have silver in their house?
Ma'am, this table is also solving a problem. So problem solving is a life skill, right?
Correct.
Very nice. I like the game. I wish I was in Argentina. All right, now why don't you pick up some real life examples which uses classification, and then you can make them draw it out in some other form like a table.
Real life?
Yeah, for example, like a medicine store. You know how they store all the medicines so that they can pick out exactly the one the customer wants? After all, it's all about organization and retrieval, isn't it?
Okay, Miss Vidya Argentum, will do. Okay, so now I want you to think of some real life example where there is organization or classification needed.
A clothes shop.
Yes, right. So what is the classification in that?
Different sizes like small, large, medium, etc.
Yeah.
Colors
Brands.
and types like shirts, trousers, jeans, etc.
Splendid. So now why don't you all try to represent this information in a table form or any other form?
Can I draw a map?
Yes, why not? Okay, so we have successfully communicated using a map and a table. Okay, let us use a table or a formula in a new subject, geography. And the lesson, population, our greatest resource. Now before we start, I hope you all know what sex ratio is, right?
Yes, ma'am. I think sex ratio is used to describe the number of females per 1,000 males.
Correct. Sex ratio is a valuable statistic.
So how does it help us?
Good question. If I tell you that the child sex ratio in India has declined, do you think it's a positive trend?
It shows that the number of girls in our country in comparison to boys is decreasing.
I think I heard it on an Aamir Khan show. Was it Satyamev Jayate?
Correct. And why do you think that is happening?
Low status of girls and women.
Discrimination against girls.
Sex selection? What is that?
Ma'am, I've written it in the notebook. Could I read it?
Yes.
It is the practice of determining the sex of the fetus and eliminating it if found to be female.
Correct. Could you name some states which have poor child sex ratio in the country?
Haryana, Punjab.
That's right. Some of the others are Jammu and Kashmir and Delhi. Do you know that there are some states in India which have a favorable sex ratio?
Yes, is one of them Mizoram?
Yes.
Most of the northeastern states like Meghalaya and Arunachal Pradesh.
Correct. Some of the other states are Chhattisgarh and Kerala. Now let me take you to a totally different subject and methodology.
And ma'am, not to forget the life skills.
Thank you, dear. So now the subject is geography and the lesson biodiversity. Yes, Vidya, what?
This is the case study of Rajendra who goes to Alwar, right?
Right.
And helps with the restoration of water harvesting systems?
Right.
Well, why don't you relate it to a modern building that uses water harvesting?
Oh, great idea.
The Center for Science and Environment is a good example.
Thank you, Vidya. Very Vidya. Okay, class. Today, I will tell you the story of Rajendra and I will show you a film.
उन्नीस 1985 में राजस्थान के अलवर जिले के थानागाजी ब्लॉक में पीकमपुरा गांव में जाके काम करना शुरू किया। पहला तालाब बनाने में मुझे 4 साल लगे और 10 घंटे से लेकर 12 घंटे काम करता था और मैंने तब गांव से बाहर निकलना बंद कर दिया था। काम पूरा करके निकलेंगे। तो बारिश हुई 88 में, हमारे यहाँ बहुत अच्छी बारिश हुई 88 में जब अच्छी बारिश हुई तो जो हमारा पहला तालाब का लबालब भरा और 4-5 दिन के अंदर वो कुएं में सब पानी नीचे चला गया। तालाब खाली, कुआं भर गया, नीचे के सारे कुओं में पानी आ गया। तो हमारा छोटा सा काम, हमने अभी 8,600 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर जमीन पर 10,000 से ज्यादा ताल पाल झाल बनाई है और इन ताल पाल झालों ने धरती का पेट पानी से भर दिया। अब धरती का पेट पानी से भर गया तो उस इलाके में छोटे छोटे झरने दोबारा जिंदा हो गए और ये झरने जिंदा हो गए तो नदी बन गई। हमारी 7 नदियां पेरेनियल हो गई। यदि हमने पानी के साथ प्यार करना शुरू किया तो इस देश का कोई कोना ऐसा नहीं है जो बेपानी रहेगा। ना फिर बाढ़ में कोई डूबेगा और ना कोई सुखाड़ में प्यासा मरेगा। इस देश को बाढ़ और सुखाड़ मुक्त करना है तो बादल से निकली हर बूंद को पकड़ के धरती के पेट में रखना है।
So what have you learned from the story?
Water is precious and should be saved.
Yes, we can collect rainwater and store it.
Yes, that is a very good problem-solving area. But what have you learned from Rajendra's story?
I think he did a very good job.
He communicated well with the villagers.
Yes.
He empathized with the villagers and enabled them to think it through and help them find the solution locally.
And they together solved the problem.
Yes, you all just mentioned so many life skills. Rajendra thought critically, empathized with the villagers, got them together, helped them solve their problems. And of course, he went through a lot of stress while doing so. After all, it was not an easy job to do. So what is this methodology that we used?
We learned about Rajendra's actions from this story.
Exactly. We call this methodology case study. We studied Rajendra's case. Now let us do a case study of a building called the Sri Ram School. This building uses rainwater harvesting very effectively. A major portion of the rainwater is put into rainwater harvesting underground aquifers, and a small portion is stored in underground water tanks for reusing. A combination of methods used for harvesting the rainwater ensures that major portion of the water which falls over the building is recycled or reused. There are many advantages of rainwater harvesting.
But tell me why? Why should I do rainwater harvesting?
Can anyone answer that question?
Well, storing household water can help a lot during periods of scarcity.
Right. Also, if you do not know, let me tell you that rainwater is the purest form of water because it contains no impurities like fluoride, arsenic, etc. It also increases groundwater availability through recharge mechanisms.
So when there is a flood, the excess water can be reduced?
Good point. Rainwater harvesting reduces storm water runoff, thus preventing flooding and overloading of sewage treatment plants in cities. So now we have 2 case studies in one lesson. Rajendra Singh and Sri Ram School. Case studies can be used for many lessons and subjects like biology and the lesson reproduction. Okay, consider these case studies. You have a friend Suresh who's shy and withdrawn because he has a lot of facial hair. So what would you do now?
I think we should convince him that this is normal and it happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Point out other children his age and show him that they're also growing hair.
Right?
I think parents should tell him that this is a normal thing.
Yes. Can you come up with another case study?
Ma'am, Rahman, our classmate, has a baby face, less facial hair, and he feels bad because of that.
Yeah, so what can you do to make him feel better?
Convince him that different people have different